right? Things that we can do, the way that we channel, the things that we are inspired to do. How do we take that and then do something with it, actually make things happen? Really, really important. I'm a big believer in that, because we can pray all we want. We can, let go and let God, write it down, like leave it to the universe. But if we can do things on our side of the street, in our corner of the world, to get things done, why not, right? Why not put that emphasis out there? So I'm going to be doing 15-minute work stints roughly, and then chatting for about 5 minutes in between. I will check the comments, especially while we're getting started here, just to make sure that I say hello to everybody in the room, and then we will go from there. So if you want to grab your computer, anything that you want to work on, if it's cleaning, we had somebody that was cleaning yesterday, we're going to be doing that. So I'll have a couple people from my Patreon that'll be joining us as well, and then probably some new faces like yesterday. So if you guys have any questions as we're working, get your work for a first 15-minute stint, and then we'll chat in 5 minutes. So if I see any comments, I'll take a peek, and if they are relevant to what we're talking about, I'll answer them. But yeah, so enjoy, and I have some lo-fi music playing too, for us to listen to simultaneously. So we'll start with our first 15-minute stint. Hi, Anne. How are you? Hi, Darian. Yes, no problem. Enjoy. Good for the sake, girl. Good morning. We're doing our little co-working session, Anne, if you didn't hear my beginning spiel. So we're doing 15-minute stints of work, followed by 5 minutes of chatting. So that way you know the lay of the land. Thank you so much. We're doing a co-working session with members of my YouTube community, but also my Patreon community. So we're doing a 15-minute stint of walking and working. I'm walking, not everyone's going to be walking. And we'll tap back in again. It's 11:23 Eastern Standard Time, but I'll be answering any questions and comments at 11:35. So 35 after the hour, 35 minutes after the hour, for those of you who are tuning in. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome. We're doing a little walk and talk, as you may have seen. But we are, it's called the coworking body doubling session. So this started because of my Patreon that I have. I'm a human design reader and astrologer. And for people who were in a part of my crew, even on YouTube and on TikTok, and just like a space for us to work. So hence why we are here. So I will take a pause for a second. If you guys have any questions or want to drop them in the chat, please feel free. And then we're going to start up again in about 5 minutes. If no one has any questions and you guys are still flowing through, we'll just go ahead and jump right into another 15 minutes of working. So I'll be looking at both. Based on the human design chart, is there a way to find out where I would succeed in career or finances? So a couple places. So for me specifically, with the type of reader that I am, I focus on the incarnation crosses for career. But I also like to look because human design is such a intense and obvious connection with astrology. I also look at people's Venus placements. And then when I'm coming up with strategy in a reading, or like I do these like $10 audios right now, I've been talking about your rising sign and a couple other placements. So I always like to look at incarnation crosses first for human design specifically, and then the specific gate placement that your Venus sign is in on your personality side. If you're already well versed in human design and looking at those gates and the symbols in astrology, you can look at your Venus sign on both sides. But basically you're looking for the little circle with the stick at the bottom for Venus. It's like a little upside down cross. There. So I like to look at incarnation crosses, though, as the short and sweet place to start. And then with the way I read, there's no one out there that is saying like, oh, this is exactly what your career is. Like that's something that's like specific to me and how I've developed my practice over the last 9 years. So when you read your incarnation cross, it's not going to literally say like, this is, you should be a social media manager, you should do this, or you should do that. But passing whatever it is, whatever desire, whatever manifestation that you have on your heart through the lens of human design is really helpful. So it's the short answer long. And let me know if you have any follow-up questions to that, Kimberly. Hi, welcome. I'm just preparing for an astrocartography reading that I'll be doing tomorrow as well for a photographer that does retreats. So I'm excited to get that started for her. If you guys are familiar with astrocartography. I don't have those readings on my site, but if you guys ever want one, just message me and I'll send you the like private link to it. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, there's I'm a manifesting generator, so things are never just like one simple answer. I'm like always looking at the layers of everything. Yeah, when talking about reincarnation traits, could it be from I'm having memory of past life gifts that have now are manifesting now, or are manifesting now, and I'm trying to implement in a unique career for me. So a couple things. Follow your strategy and authority. Your strategy is part of your energy type. So naturally, I don't know what energy type you are, but looking at that. Oh, astrocartography. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm here if you need me. If you message me on if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I can send you the link. Yeah, that'll be the place that I could, without having your email, specifically, if you'd like to. So you can get more insight between human design and astrocartography. Yes, I mean, I know how to read birth charts, astrocartography, and human design. So I do like longer mentorship programs that are accelerated. They're only 8 weeks or 8 sessions where I help people put together their business offer. So in there, anyone who's a part of my mentorship gets all 3 rolled into one with me. And so, yeah, with that being said, yes, it's always autocorrects to astrophotography because it Siri doesn't recognize it as a word. But all that to say that I look at a couple things. So from a reincarnation perspective, what I noticed is that with human design, the literal way that I was taught is that your design date, which you'll see, is the date that creates all of the gates that are on the the left-hand side in your design column, or some chart generators have it as the unconscious side. Both for my chart generator and the Jovian Archive, mybodygraph.com, Ra'Urahu, OG founder of human design, their site, it's also red. So any aspect that you see in red, or a gate that matches the color on the left-hand side column, is a trait that you chose, or your soul was designed to uncover, to make you kind of came into this lifetime unaware of that trait, and you're meant to evolve in understanding it over time. Now, for me personally, just as a practitioner, and what I've noticed over time is that it's never like a one-for-one soul incarnation, which you may have also experienced just in your intuitive work too, being a practitioner of sorts, without knowing what you do specifically. And that remains to be seen, probably even to you, and how this is evolving, which is really exciting. But all that to say, it's bits and pieces from all of your lifetime that you're kind of figuring out in this lifetime. So I've done past life regressions before, and so there was a couple. I've only done one, but the one that I did, I picked up on a couple lifetimes where I was kind of tying up loose ends in this one, looking back to, past lives and how I kind of felt, or things that I felt, synchronicities that I know in this lifetime, that are impactful. So the short answer, again, to summarize that for you, I also, I post these live. So we're 20 minutes in when we started chatting, Kimberly. So if you want to go back and watch this later, if it's helpful, as a reminder, you don't have to rush to scribble. But all that to say, if you're looking at your design date and your design side, that's where I see more of the impact when you're talking specifically about reincarnation. Now, in theory, our whole body graph is our energetic blueprint, right? That buzzword, or our soul's purpose for this lifetime in its entirety. So by following all aspects of your body graph, you inherently are following more energy that has to do with why you incarnated here in the first place. What's the point? So it's, if you want, that's how I kind of look at that distinction, and what I have found resonates with people the most that I read for. So yeah, it's also, that's exciting for you to look into that also, and see how that overlaps for you. That'll be a fun study for sure. 32, and then another town. And again, let me know if that strikes any other questions for you. Hi, Ashley. Happy Tuesday. Welcome. We're doing a little co-working session here. So for anybody that has some work, yourself included, anything that you want to get done, whether you're here for 15 minutes or the whole time, I'll be on for about another half hour or so. I started a little bit earlier than usual. I'm just getting my admin stuff done for my readings tomorrow. So yeah, happy Tuesday, happy Mars Day, day of action, aligned action. Okay, so with that I will leave this. I have a dual monitor set up here, so that's why if you guys are like, what is she looking at behind here? After recovering from a bad car accident, losing everything, I went on a phoenix rising in the deep, hard transformation. So yeah, but it allowed me some time to relax and publish some books. That's amazing. Congratulations. I'm sorry that happened to you, but it sounds like your resolve is really good. So that way you're able to like persevere no matter what. Now I just wanted to connect the dots where is the best place to live and align with what I'm supposed to be doing for my success and thriving. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's such a big thing. Like, just so you're like, okay, where do I go? Also, the tip that I'll give you through astrocartography, like I have my Venus line runs through Turkey and Egypt. And so I always felt called to those places for various reasons. But when we're looking at astrocartography, like even if you were stuck temporarily and looking at places that follow like your Venus line, people that share your values, people that you just feel like comfortable with naturally, that are supportive of that, you can pull in elements or like decorate your home in elements like that, right? Or bring in, maybe you listen to like I love Arabic music, specifically like the oud. It's O-U-D. It's a type of guitar, and so there's a guy on YouTube that's really good. It's Yad, Y-A-D space oud, O-U-D. So things like that can be helpful. So is there a link on your YouTube or TikTok to sign up for the program in order to get all these benefits you offer? Yeah. So I don't. I only do mentorship with people that I've had like a connection with before. So if you like want to book like a discovery call, as they call them, or if you want to connect with me, you could do that. Just fill out the contact form on my website. Let me see what I think I can drop it in the chat. Let's see. I don't know if it'll let me chat here. No, I can't drop it in the chat here. But if you go, it's brennakeely.com, which is listed on my YouTube and my TikTok. You can fill out my contact form. And then if you wanted just like one reading to start, besides like if you don't feel ready to do 8 weeks of mentorship or, whatever that is, you could go to the offerings tab. But it's brennakeely.com, BRENNAKEELEY.com/contact, all lowercase. So that way you can send me a message there just about like, so I get a little bit more informed. Hello, about what it is that you're looking for and what you need, just so I can make sure that I'm giving you like the right place to go. And then always check spam if we haven't emailed before, because it will go to spam. I had a couple people that messaged me and filled out my form about mentorship, and they didn't check spam and thought I didn't answer them for like 3 months. And I was like, nope, I answered you like within 24 hours because I'm really good with that. And they're like, oh no. So check spam. Always check spam. And that's it. Let's see, we're at 31 minutes. We're at 32 minutes right now. So it's about 31 minutes when I gave that link, if you weren't able to write it down. So that way you could, after this is posted, that'll be there for you. Hello, welcome. We're doing a little walk and talk. Yes, I can, but do I want to is a question. If you guys read the description of the lives that you click into, you know what's happening beforehand. You guys just end up here and don't know what's happening. I live in Florida and have struggled most of my life to follow you on TikTok. Oh, okay, Casey. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, thank you. Yeah, because I see like your full name here. So if there's funny, thank you for letting me know that, because if you guys have different usernames, I don't know who you are if you follow me here, but I won't remember if your username isn't the same. So thank you. It's nice to see you again. But yes, yeah, I'm sorry, and I feel that. I feel like now is kind of like the time where a lot of people are like, okay, like I need to make my dreams happen. Like I need to figure out like how is it that I'm going to continue to live and try to live in a life of alignment, because it is still possible to have a career even though the news and like everyone else is going to tell you otherwise right now. Like it is still possible to be an entrepreneur. It is still possible to make money doing what you love. It's just about getting creative about the process. So a big reason that I operate the way that I do is because like I've tried it so many times, like so many different ways. Again, I've been doing this for 9 years, so it's like learning from my mistakes, and I'm very much like, how do we roll with it? And then being in Florida, right, it's like nice because you have some options at your disposal for like, do you want to work more online? Do you want to work more in person? And then we kind of can triage that for you too. And look from an astrocartography perspective, like on what feels like it would be more, like what places would be more comfortable, to your point, like where do you want to live? Like what feels like who and where are the people that feel more comfortable and aligned for you? So yeah. I think you're a Virgo, right, Kimberly? If I'm remembering correctly, or have something Virgo. Or a September birthday, I want to say. I'm getting a lot of my Gemini placements booking with me too as it becomes their birthday season, which is always cool to see like the overlap. have my human design Patreon as well. So for $22 a month, people get a complimentary reading on TikTok or YouTube, and a live training with me, as well as exclusive videos, so that I don't post anywhere else. So I'm going to be working on my training for these co-working sessions. Like, I do 15-minute stints of working, and then 5 minutes of chatting. So if you guys have any questions in the interim, you can drop them down there, in the comment section, the usual spot. But that's why, if you look at the little description of the video, that's why I don't talk in the interim, just to not be annoying and distract you guys. We could vibe out, listen to music, get some things done. Yeah. I can wait till I get financially stable again. Oh yeah, I get into Patreon. In the meantime, I'll be You're so sweet, and I appreciate that. And likewise, it'll be nice because you'll appreciate like the manifesting generator crew. Because what I love about Patreon is that if you guys, whenever you join, it's not like you only get access from that moment. You get everything I've ever posted and ever every training I've ever done. So it's like almost a year's worth of videos and content that's like in the archives. And then I just posted like a manifesting generator like 101 video that I made 2 years ago, when I was hired for this like woman's spirituality like / business group. So it'll be nice, like good content. And again, that I don't post anywhere else, so it's easier for you. Especially this, like my last training was optimizing your week using astrology and human design. Like, that's worth, like, add a couple zeros on the end of that, that monthly payment. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yes, Kim. Yeah. I will be speaking this subscription into existence. Yes. And so it is. Thank you. I'm excited. Yeah. I got chills down the right side of my body. That you chills. The training that I'm doing for this month is called Reclaiming Your Voice, Values, and Relationship with Money for Taurus season. So helpful. Oh, Virgo with master number. Oh, I love that. Yes, Virgo. Yes. I get a lot of Virgos, Virgo moons, and Virgo risings. Especially because the way that I teach is very like structured and organized and easy to follow. So I'm like, here's your step-by-step, here's your slides, here's the recording if you're a reader versus like an auditory learner. Like, I'm always giving like both of those things. Because I find it helpful to just like meet everybody where they're at. Like, the whole point of what I teach is that we're all different, so we all have different learning styles. So, it's helpful to break it down like that. Yeah, I need that one you just spoke about on organizing for the week. Yeah, and so on. Expect me to. Yeah, I love that. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm not going anywhere, so we're here whenever you're ready. from my understanding, I'm a manifesting generator and I have no clue how that is for me. So that's why, like, you're super creative. Darian, myself, and you are all manifesting generators. And so we're like the multi-passionate, multi-hyphenate people who are here to do and accomplish many different things. Thank you for liking the live. And so what that basically means is that we have we're organized chaos is the best way I could describe it. So like figuring out like how to refine our vision, to make ourselves look good, to make sure that we're organized enough so that when we get the next creative hit, we can follow it, right? Because we're meant to follow our sacral, but we're built in a world that requires a certain level of organization to make sure that our message lands appropriately. So that's always like the $1 million question. Is like, okay, I know that, like, say you go to you're a spiritualist, right, that's working through and teaching people about maybe reincarnation and near-death experiences, right, something along those lines. But then you also get this idea to start a painting workshop that makes paintings about what you think your aura is, right? And so you have both those things and you're like, oh my gosh, like I want to do both these things at one time. So this is where like the last training that I did and in my readings and mentorship, I'll be like, okay, well, wherever you're at, like whatever level works for you, whether you're in my Patreon or do a 1-hour reading with me or my 8-week mentorship to just help you get things off the ground. It's like, okay, where are we kind of giving you the best information so you get the next bang for your buck and can move forward appropriately. So if we were to take that through Patreon, for example, you would follow like the optimizing your schedule using astrology and human design. And you're like, oh, okay, because of my placements on this day, it makes more sense for me to paint. Whereas tomorrow, is a better day for me to focus on like my reincarnation practice and having readings and doing readings for people. So that's where you can kind of look to see, versus if you're ready and have already figured that out and have already organized it, we say, okay, 8-week mentorship, let's figure out like how you can structure and actually create like the offerings, or like what are offerings that you can kind of create on your own in the interim. And then I look at them, like it really just depends. But yeah, so it's like, okay, when I look at this and getting structured and organized as a manifesting generator in a specific way, you're always going to want to listen to your gut. And then if you're an emotional authority and a manifesting generator, you want to wait like 12 to 24 hours before you start announcing anything. I always see my generator, I've done this too, I have like 4 Instagrams, but I've condensed it down to 1, where you'll create a new Instagram and then say coming soon. But because you haven't spent that energy planning some more things behind the scenes, the Instagram kind of goes into the graveyard of other Instagram accounts, and then the coming soon is the only post that's there. Or you have a couple, right? Oh, Scorpio rising. Okay, so your ruling planet is actually going to be Mars or Pluto. So I just made a download about this. When you go onto my website, it'll be integrated. Well, it's going to be a free pop-up. So your rising sign being Scorpio, the ruler of Scorpio is Mars and Pluto. So there's actually 2 based on traditional and modern astrology. I just wrote a Substack post about this, but basically what happened is that Pluto wasn't found or discovered as a planet until 1930. So up until that point, we only had Mars to look at as the ruling planet of Scorpio. So your chart ruler is always going to be the planet or planets, I like to look at both, that's associated with Scorpio or your rising sign. So for me, as an Aquarius rising, I have Saturn and Uranus as my ruler because Uranus wasn't discovered, I think it was like 1780 something. And then same for Neptune as well with Pisces and Sagittarius. But for simplicity's sake, with Scorpio rising, your chart ruler is actually going to be Mars or Pluto. So that alone will help change. And then where house that sits in your astrology will also be important. Virgo, because you're a Virgo sun. I think that's what you were mentioning, Virgo sun. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. And a lot of people don't know that your ruling planet actually isn't the zodiac's or the planet that rules your sun sign. It's the planet that rules your rising sign. So the more you know, and I didn't know that. You wouldn't think of that like intuitively, especially when you're first looking at your astrology. It's always like, what's your sun sign for your horoscope, right? And I mean, listen, Mars and Pluto as a Scorpio rising for you with all that you've been through, like there's probably like a lot of, if I can imagine, some 12th house activity for you there. It's about death, rebirth, and transformation. So literally having an NDE and like talking about reincarnation, like that probably feels more aligned than like, yeah, I'm just going to talk about it and share how I think. That's part of it as a Virgo, but it's not really like, the energy isn't as potent as looking at where your chart ruler is. So yeah, so I could help you with that too, to look at like to look at what your Pluto and what your Mars is doing, which is cool. So yeah. I think I'm stuck but finally understand. Okay, good. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad to hear that, Kim. Yeah, I mean, listen, we all, like, as generators and manifesting generators, like, we all need something to respond to. So sometimes it's just like the next nugget. And then you're like, okay, do I need like intuitive help? Or maybe it's like logical step by step help. And then you go from there, right? And onward with your journey. So it's helpful. Reconnecting to past lives of being a Hayoka empath, yeah, Grey Witch, and an Oracle, and integrating all these gifts into my purpose. I love that. And what I'm supposed to be doing to help others. I love that. Yes. And just being able to like pick up on all of those like intuitive senses is so cool. I actually have a reflector friend of mine who's been with me for a while, over a couple years now, and she was talking about the Hyoka empath too. So once you have your services together, I can send her your way just to talk more deeply about that also, if that's of interest to you. But people who maybe like, but then it's like, okay, what's a structure that you can create that's going to get people interested? That's where I come in. So whenever you're ready, I'm here. I'm like, okay, this is how do we refine I used to work in arts and music management before I became a human design reader and was doing it simultaneously. And so a lot of it's like, respectfully, how can I pimp my people out? Like, how can I get you the recognition that you need, no matter what your energy type is? We talk a lot about recognition when it comes to projectors, but like, we all need it. We all need that extra hands, extra help for sure. Be right back. Okay, let me see. Um, okay, I just discovered this. My sun is Virgo, 11 degrees, moon in Gemini, 8 degrees, Scorpio rising, and then I have Pluto and Aquarius in your fourth house, Uranus and Taurus shaking at my seventh house, and Saturn in Pisces. This looks like Chinese to me. Understandably so. Yeah, so your chart ruler, what's interesting is that so Pluto, you having Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto is also in Aquarius right now, so any babies that are born right now will also for the next 20 years have their Pluto in Aquarius. So Pluto is not only in your fourth house, which is like home, femininity, like reclaiming your feminine essence, female relationships in your life, but Pluto is transiting, doing some activation there, and it's also a sense of home and security. So like I Taurus, fourth house, and my like all my colors being green and tan and pink and things like that makes a lot of sense. Like it's super cozy. So for you with Aquarius, it's like uniqueness to the way that you live. And then Pluto is like shaking up that area of your house right now because Pluto is retrograde. So it's like, okay, how are we like where are we coming together in terms of your feminine essence, like where you're living? So like talking about astrocartography right now for you is like this is the time to get that reading for sure. So yeah, I'm excited for you. That's fun. And like breaking it down one piece at a time, like I'll leave you with that bite-sized chunk where 1 hour and 3 minutes into the recording so you can go back to this moment and listen to that piece too. Let me know if you have any other questions off of that. I'm just gonna close my door. would love to refer others to you. I love your energy. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I mean, you know where to find me. So it's brennakeely.com. And then you know what I am, who I am, what I am, where I am on TikTok, now YouTube, and then Instagram too. So thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I always say I put emphasis on keeping my side of the street clean as a practitioner. I'm definitely getting readings from you. I feel so inspired now and a sparkle of hope as well. I'm in tears. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. That means everything to me. That's always like, that's how I felt when I first learned human design, and I love to be a place to like be able to provide that for people. So that also means so much to me. Thank you. That's like why I do what I do. To be able to like pour from that overflow and like know that you guys can do it too. Like, you know, just get help. Having somebody that knows enough to help you get organized is like the biggest thing for anything, especially as a spiritual entrepreneur, just somebody who's like doing things like on our own. You know, it can be really challenging, and it's like, okay, well, who's the right person to ask? So I'm always like, how much can I know? As my 1-3 profile in human design is like, I need to know everything. And I'm also an Aquarius Mercury, so that also helps. And thank you. I look forward to connecting with you in any way you're looking for. I'll be on for about another 10 minutes, and then I will be transitioning to finish some more things for today. Thank you guys for spending your late morning, early afternoon with me to get some work done for yourselves. Okay, guys, so that concludes our walk and talk and walk and work session. I'm gonna hop off so that I can continue on with some other things that I need to use my phone for the day. But I appreciate you guys being here, Darian, Kimberly, and all of the rest of you that were kind enough to pop in and share the live, share the love from today. Again, if you would like to book a reading with me or just reach out to me in any way, there's brennakeely.com. Is my website. You could go to the offerings page, or you can reach out to me via DM on TikTok or Instagram. Fill out my contact form on my website, brennakeely.com/contact. That's all there, and that is linked on my page on YouTube, TikTok, and then you can just Google me, Brenna Keely Human Design, Keeley, and you'll find me there. So I hope you have, thank you, Darian. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your Tuesday. Make the most of it. Today's ruled by Mars, so we have a little bit of extra energy to get you moving in the right direction to accomplish your goals and dreams. So see you later. Have a good one.